Oh yeah, I believe I've got all the others tuned up to the one that was out, so we can go ahead and play now. On that resurrection morning, when the trump of God shall sound and the dead will all be raised up from the grave, there's gonna be some troubled faces when we take a look around, and you can bet your soul that one of us will say, oh, I never would have dreamed that you folks could be redeemed. It just may be that heaven's gates are wider than they'd seemed, and eternity's just long enough to let the truth come clear. It's surprising, but I'm glad to see you here. Well, so who's gonna be there anyway? There's gonna be Turks and jerks and cannibals, communists and kings, lots of Catholics and Creeks and Greeks and Jews, black folks from darkest Africa, white folks from Des Moines. There'll be Pharisees and politicians too. Or you'll see ranting Pentecostals dancing under tongues of fire, rows of Quakers sitting silently alone. Hare Krishna's chanting gospel with the downtown Baptist choir, doing the steps good Christians never could condone. But then they never would have dreamed that you folks could be redeemed. It just may be that heaven's gates are wider than they'd seen, and eternity's just long enough to let the truth come clear. What a hoot to think who all might end up here. Give it a ride. That's just how I taught him. Now there's a light that shines in everyone that comes into this world. It's a spark of truth that's waiting there to grow. And regardless of the words we use, it's love that fans the flame as the inward light of Christ begins to glow. And it's a many-colored kingdom with a wise and gracious king. And now it seems that heaven's gates are wider than we dreamed. If we open up our minds and hearts, the truth of Christ is clear, and there's no better place to let that start than here. If we open up our minds and hearts, the truth of Christ is clear, and there's no better place to let that start than here. All right, well, thank you much. Well, you know, when I think over the last few years, I started playing music out when I was about 11 years old. So it's been well over 40 years, I guess, now. I've played a lot of different styles, and when Jake started coming up and playing so good, I not only wanted to play music with him, because I could tell he was going to be playing music with somebody, and I'd played long enough to know what musicians were like. So I figured it might as well be me for a while, so we started in playing bluegrass. And I knew there was an old-timey music scene coming up in Portland at that time, and then I ran into some folks from the Central Valley, Salem area that played bluegrass, and to tell you the truth, I liked the people so much that I thought, well, I guess we're going to go the bluegrass direction for a while. And that was a good choice, I think. And I've really appreciated folks in the bluegrass community and the folks in the bluegrass community that are here tonight. But sometimes when we are just sitting around at home and no one is listening and there's no bluegrass police anywhere, we drink. No, that wasn't it. We do some other kinds of music.